Like, we have lethal. We gotta assume they have something, right? Maybe not. Maybe we just go for it. Hello, everybody. I am TonyScapone, and today we are doing a donation deck for a Black Saga Storm list with Demonic Counsel. This here is what was originally submitted to me. This is from Discord user Notabene, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Latin for very important. I only know this because my English teacher in like 7th grade used to always, if something was super important, he'd put NB and circle it. And he explained that it meant nota bene. I've never seen it actually spelled out, so I don't know for certain, but moving on from Latin class, we have this list, which, of course, I'm told I can make changes, and changes I certainly have made. I don't think you can pull off 4 Demonic Counsel. I mean, I know this is the card that we're testing, so you want to play a lot of them, but I would probably play 3 and a Wishclaw. I think 15 land is... Usually I play 14. I've always felt like 15 was a bit too much. The mana base is a little bit awkward, which does come with the territory when you're playing 3, at least 2 colors. 3 if you count Burning Wish. But then you're playing 4 colorless lands, and you need artifact, or you want artifact lands for Opal and Constructs. It gets weird. A couple of sideboard choices that I swapped off of. I'm not going to play Boots. Not going to play Nameless Inversion. In fact, what I think will be best is going back to a Brainstorm version. This is what I made. I think Push is better than Inversion. I'm not going to like go deep in the tank as to exactly what I want in the sideboard as far as Graveyard Hate removal. I think it's reasonable. They had empty Pier, Echo, Tendrils. Sure, it's only 1 Burning Wish, but when you randomly draw it, you want it to actually have an impact. It can be a nice panic button. But like Abrupt Decay, Beseech you, Fatal Push, these are all fine choices. Maybe we have too much removal. Maybe it's not layered properly with what the meta is. I'm not, going to get deep into that. It's reasonable, so we're going to go with it. I've gone down to that 3 Demonic Counsel and the 1 Wishclaw. Gone down a Saga, ultimately down a land. No artifact lands. Certainly since I'm playing Brainstorm, there's just too many colors. I can't be playing artifact lands. It also makes Chrome Mox worse since you have a lot of different colors that you could be imprinting, but I do want access to it. But really, I think the important thing about this card is actually getting Delirium, right? It's blank otherwise, so I think one of the best ways to do that is cantrips. This is something that Ad Nauseam Tendrils does quite well. Getting Threshold for Cabal Ritual, they play a lot of cantrips, they fill their graveyard, they fix their hand, and they do the thing. We're going to do a similar thing between fetches, baubles, Brainstorm, and then sometimes just by way of LED, doing it just like you do with Infernal Tutor. Maybe you discard the Saga, because Saga is an enchantment that helps. Surveil lands. I'm playing 2. I think it's important. We want to be surveilling a lot. Again, I don't want to be caught with this card without Delirium. And if I am, I want to be able to get rid of it. Otherwise, it's fairly standard in terms of Black Saga Storm. Traditional style, of course, with Ad Nauseam as opposed to Beseech. You could certainly go that way with the deck as well, instead of Infernal Tutor. But you all know I appreciate Classic Black Saga Storm with Ad Nauseam. Converted mana cost, or mana value, is certainly a bit higher than normal. I think we're at like 43 or 44, something like that. This deck has gone as low as 35. But we can't be running a bunch of baubles. We're already running 4. I think it makes sense to run 2 Cabal Ritual. First off, we are filling our graveyard a lot quicker than normal with fetches, with Surveil Lands, with Baubles, with Brainstorm. So we're going to get Threshold more often. I do love having access to one regardless, so that when you're getting mana for Ad Nauseam, you don't always have to go get LED. It happens often enough with, certainly with Witchclaw, and I would imagine still to some degree with tutors, with either of these tutors. Reason being, you need LEDs for your Ad Nauseam. So if you take multiple out of your deck and then Ad Naus, you have less that you're going to hit with your Ad Naus. So if you're Threshold, it's nice to be able to just Cabal Ritual. It's a +3 ritual if you're Threshold. There have been times in the past that I have run 2, mostly because if you only play one, you can't Infernal Tutor a copy to find the other. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be, at times, a bit more methodical, thanks to Brainstorm, and at other times, it's just going to be cast Brainstorm and oops, I won the game, right? I would imagine we're going to have a higher range of keepable hands, since we have Surveil Lands and Brainstorm, so looking forward to that. I mean, my goldfishing, it felt great, so we're going to go for it. We'll see you in round 1. All right, here we go. Round 1 against Joe L., a friend of the channel. Plays various blue-black show and tell / reanimator delightful nonsense. Awesome dude. Met him for the first time at Eternal Weekend a couple weeks ago, so that was cool. Unfortunately, we cannot keep this, so we will mulligan. This hand is fine. I think I'll bottom Opal. Let's get ready to settle in a little bit more. We have discard, we have a cantrip. Let's bobble them. Usually you can do a scry thing, but if I like the card, I'm not going to not Thoughtseize them, right? And this way, we get to reduce the odds of falling into the Thoughtseize bug. Go ahead and get Underground Sea. And we'll Thoughtseize. They got a couple lands, they got Entomb. No reanimate type of thing. I think I have to take show and tell here. Or I can take ponder and try to race them. I don't hate that. No, I'm going to take show and tell. That is a scary ponder, though. We know they have omniscience coming in. Pearl Tutor was not a bad draw. They're going to ponder. They did shuffle. Another Surveil Land. So let's Brainstorm. This is great. Let's get rid of the Undercity Sewers. We'll draw into the other discard spell. Play out my Lines of Diamond. It's not really that important whether you do or not there, I guess. They're probably taking Infernal Tutor anyways, and we're not at risk of them blowing it up on board, so... Alright, another Ponder. The show and tell's gone. We're certainly hoping we don't get discarded here. We don't have enough mana to discard and pop off. I guess had I kept the other land, it would ensure that would be the case the following turn. But I'm gonna duress. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've got Entomb, Shallow Grave. So we take Entomb. Could take Shallow Grave. They might Undercity Sewers something and Shallow Grave it. They might also have a Reanimate on top. Yeah. I think I'm going to cast Thoughtseize as well. And just take both of them. Because I don't think there's a Force on top. I think they would have put it in their hand if they had it. And now they're not going to combo us. Hopefully we draw some more mana. But if not, we do have an Ad Nauseam. Either way. 15, not too bad. Play Sewers. Put an Odawara on the bottom. And, alright, we did hit mana. Let's hope they didn't big brain us by hiding a Force of Will. Dark Ret. Hold priority. Arc LED. Get Ad Naus. I wouldn't even necessarily call it big brain. Like, I think it would be pretty reckless to have put a Force of Will on top instead of in your hand off that Ponder. Alright, there's a Demonic Counsel. Get a lot of mana. We have Delirium. We have Sorcery, Artifact, Land, Instant. And Sorcery, Land, Artifact, yeah. So that's Demonic Tutor, which is pretty sweet. Feels good. Let's say no. I think we got it from here. Dark Red, Chromox. We got him. I mean, the hand was, or that game was kind of how we drew it up in a matchup like that, so. Alright, we can play Cage. We can play these Surgicals. We can trim an Opal. I think I'm okay trimming Infernal Tutor. I feel like it's going to get scrappy and go long. I won't necessarily need one right away. I don't think you can afford to do this sort of thing, not playing Brainstorm, but we are. Having said that, I am going to trim a Brainstorm. They do play Sholdred, and I got to make room somewhere. Maybe just a Bauble. Let's go. I mean, this hand is an example of this card being a problem, right? I mean, even if it were a different tutor, this would be kind of an all-in hand anyways. We could keep it. We got to Surveil. We have a lot of things to draw into. They kept on 7. They're going to discard us, though, which makes this hand bad, but it also makes mulliganing bad. I'm going to keep and probably be unhappy about it. Land, go. Sure. Yeah, I'll just play that one. Saga, huh? That gives me easy Delirium, right? And it's probably too slow to keep. We'll pass. In-step Brainstorm. Alright. What do you got for us, Joe? Just Entomb Reanimate? We're dead? No. A Null Rod. Great. We are dead. We just got rid of Saga, which is like the only thing that could help us there. I can't get Delirium. Or 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we're close to natural. I guess I stick around. Yeah. Like if the rest of their hand is pretty bad, we might wind up okay here. I will have to get something else in my graveyard. I'm hoping the Surveil does it. If we have to, we can go to cleanup, but I want to have the chance to be able to go off this next turn. Lorien. Land number 3, and they have 5 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and Surveil. Alright, now we'll have Delirium. Alright. 2, 4, 6. So we have just enough to 18 them, which, for obvious reasons, is not good enough. Let's play out Petal. Infernal Tutor would help. I probably should have just let this go to the graveyard, actually. Getting closer to being Threshold is better than putting a benign object into play. We're going to make an Atraxa. Alright, well, technically we have Lethal now. Now they have Consign and Force. We're not going to get through all that. You know, I did think during sideboarding that there's certainly a chance we just get null rotted out of this game. I'm still not so sure that we can. I guess Beseech You is reasonable because it's a land. Yeah. Probably replace a fetch land. Oh, I didn't diversify my fetch lands. Oops. That's whatever. Not a big deal. Alright. Play some Beseech Yous. Sure. Not the worst hand. It's got some game against Null Rod. Got some selection. They're going to keep on 7. Well, let's play Bauble. And Catacombs. And I'll just go to their turn. I don't think there's much reason to put another card in our hand. I'll just end step my little selection zone here. Means I can Bauble. If I like it a lot, I'll just draw it. Yeah. I think Brainstorm is pretty good. Not going to Surveil. Draw that one. Chromox. I think I want to cast Brainstorm. Finding a discard spell would be nice. If they want to counter it, that's fine. Alright, we did find one. Currently have land, artifact, and we can get up to instant sorcery pretty easily. We can still play Saga, play out the Chromox, imprint one of the Cabals, hide the Council, and the other Cabal. Play Saga, Chromox, Imprint, Duress. I could take a Brainstorm, and when they fetch Surgical, the other Brainstorm, it leaves them with Entomb, Lorien, and Show and Tell. The classic AB 1-2 problem. They have A and 1 or whatever. It's still scary though, because it makes their draws more live, right? Because you're not just looking for a B, you can also draw 2. I can just take Show and Tell, leave Entomb, because we have Surgical. That lets them Brainstorm a bunch. I'm going to take Brainstorm and get cheeky. Oops, they do have a Swamp. Get them. Yeah, I don't want them to draw Brainstorm. Might as well take it out of their graveyard too. How many null rods? It's just 1. All the more frustrating that they had it. A lot of consigned to memory. 2 Thoughtseize. Alright, they're going right for the Surveil. I'm gonna get all the selection they can. You can respect that. I guess if we had kept the Cabal Ritual and had the Bayou 2 down, and then drawn... No, it'd still be 1 shy of being Threshold. I have 6, yeah. 1 shy all around. But I should have at least considered that and counted. Alright, they played Island. Play out Bayou. And then we can get Vexing and pop off. Casting Entomb. Here's the Grizzle. They rip. They ripped. Yikes. Doesn't get better than that. Yep. Draw on 7. I mean, they're probably still dead, honestly. I mean, it's going to be tough, because we'll be at 10. We could just go for, like, a lethal line, but then we lose the Consign, and they have 4 of them in their deck. We won't. We will have to go for Ad Nauseam. But I don't think when we looked at their deck, I don't think they had anything that's going to counter an Ad Nauseam with a Vexing in play. And then we have to find, ideally, multiple discard spells and lethal off of 10 life, so it's not going to be easy. And they're probably going to make it even more difficult for us. In fact, we might even just be dead. They can't Shallow Grave Archons, but they could put multiple of them into play and really mess with our life total. I mean, if they do that and tap out of Consign, well, then they're just dead. But I think that's pretty unlikely. Are they Show and Telling? I mean, they do have to deal with this construct, so they have to put something into play. I guess technically they're not. We could only put them to 1 from our construct. Thoughtseize. Okay. That does hurt. But now we do have lethal with constructs, so they're dead to a construct if they don't put a body into play. The problem is, of course, if that body is Archon. No, it looks like they're gonna... I don't know. Like Petty Theft or something? They can consign Chapter 3, but I can just make another token instead then. Force of Will is turned off. Otherwise, they'll die to a 2/2. We draw our tutor. Oh. Ouch. Okay. We have to hope they don't have force, I guess. Like the only thing here. Like I could make a construct with Dark Ritual, but they're gonna have a body in play. They're gaining more life. We're just gonna let this happen. And then we get LED. And we're gonna have to add Nos from 7. Hope they have nothing. Alright. Here goes nothing. Play it. Or I guess he just tendrils at that point. Because they cast a spell for Storm, but nope, they got us. That was a good game. We always have really, really close games against Joe, and I've been just barely beating him. I think the past, just like many in a row, so this is... And gotten lucky here and there too. So, he runs a good deck, he's pretty good, and deserves it. Alright. I don't really care that we lost that, that was a sweet match. See you in round 2. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links to bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. All right, here we go. Round 2. We're on the play against Mojito. Actually going to mulligan. Yeah, I'd say this is better. I think I bought him a fetch land. Bit of a forward move, but we've got a lot of pretty sweet action here and explosive mana. Let's play LED out, hold on to Opal, and go Delta. Probably going to surveil. Basic Island. Wrap in. Might be in it for the long haul here. Alright, we'll go to end step and get Undercity Sewers. Petal. It turns on Mox Opal. Lets me lean right into this saga here. Yeah, sure. Also, this Brainstorm could just win. Not quite. Still gonna play Saga. And draw back into the Cabal Ritual. I'm not gonna use my Bauble yet. I don't really want both Cabal Ritual and Dark Ritual. Just want to get this Saga going. You could go a different route, right? You could, at that point, just shuffle Saga away, and then Surveil land, and use Bauble as a scry. I will say, Bauble's not as useful as the whole fetch land scry thing, since there are Surveil lands. But I think they still help the deck. That's a Dark Ritual. It's a Doomsday. Ugh. This is like the last thing that we wanted to see. Or I guess just any combo deck. And I don't think we have any outs. We have no way. We have no way to draw into action. They're not going to make a pile that sits around multiple turns and waits against the Storm deck. Alright, Surgical is pretty good against them since we're running 6 discard spells. If we can put together discard plus Surgical, that's big game. I'm going to trim an Infernal Tutor, a Bauble, and an Opal. Alright, here we go. We're surveilling and bailing. Think I have to do better? Okay. I'm down with this. I'd rather have Wishclaw. It will definitely open on Duress. We got a lot of stuff. Pretty far away from casting Doomsday. Could take it. Try to make constructs. Or I could take Brainstorm. Could also just take Force Negation. So that I can get Wishclaw in. Fluster's still an issue. I'll take Brainstorm. Play out LED, see if they want to force it. They do not. And pass. Hopefully Saga can get us there. They don't draw another blue card, and they force Wishclaw. No. I was going to say if they considered, then they might have to pitch Fluster, but I think they'll probably use it and just pitch Consider. It's not the worst draw. Go ahead and play Wishclaw. They're going to cast the Consider. Wow. That I did not see coming. They left it on top. Like, what are you looking for? A blue card to pitch? It is a blue card to pitch, you know? Now they hopefully have to pitch Fluster. Maybe they're just totally willing to pitch Fluster, and they want to dig towards their Doomsday, and you might as well do it first, because if you hit another blue card while you're trying to dig for Doomsday, well then, at least you dug further and then pitched it. I don't know. Magic's hard. Let it go. It's also pretty interesting. Huh. Well, I am wishing I had that land. Of course. Yeah, I mean, I think we're dead. They found Black Source and Ritual. in what? A draw step, 2 draw steps, and a consider, which is pretty unlikely, but not like wildly unlikely, right? It's probably in like the 35 to 40% range, something like that. So we know they have force, or turn behind vexing. They go to 10. I mean, it's possible we put a lethal tendrils on the stack off a Wish Cloud. It's just really unlikely. That is definitely a good one. Huh. I think I have to brainstorm. Like, there are things I can do with Wishclaw into Delirium, Demonic Counsel. Actually, I guess the LED just makes this... It feels like an Infernal Tutor right now, basically. 2, 4, 7, 5, post Council. They counter it. That's 1, 2. Counter is 3. 4. I can only put them to 2. I think I have to Brainstorm. In fact, if they counter the Brainstorm, then we do get to kill them. They did not. I think this might get there, though. Put the lands back. Go Opal. Go Dark Writ. If they'd countered Dark Writ there, I think we were in trouble. Then we wouldn't have enough to tendrils. 4, 7. Council hold priority. Make... I could make green? No, I'd be 1 shy if I had to Veil off a Wishclaw. Yeah, this gets LED. If they counter it, we can tendrils them. They let it go, we play LED. They counter that, we tendrils them. If they don't, we have 6 drills. And they can only counter 1. You want to get LED because it doesn't actually cost you mana to put it on the stack. Now we LED. And get them with the tendies. They said nice. Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him. They had to counter Dark Writ. Well done. Didn't expect to win that game. It was really clutch that Brainstorm hit a mana source that also made a storm. A land would not have been enough. I mean, I guess we keep this. If I draw a discard spell, it's a turn 1. Can't really be Veil, though. We need a sorcery in the graveyard. Personal Tutor. Alright. We draw... Brainstorm. That's pretty good. Go Petal. Underground Sea. I'm gonna cast it. Okay. Oof. I think we have to wait a turn. Like, we have lethal. We gotta assume they have something, right? Maybe not. Maybe we just go for it. So, going for it would be bottom, Badlands Petal, Dark Writ, Infernal Tutor, get another LED, and then we can counsel for Dark Writ, and then use the other tutor to kill them. Yeah, let's just hope that they kept no permission and just the fast hand. Their hand could be like, you know, Dark Ritual and some cyclers. Dark Writ. Oh, I guess I don't have... I'm 1 short of making use of this council. Which is fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have exactly lethal either way. Oh, right, we wouldn't have card types either. There's just we don't have a land in the graveyard. But it's fine. We can use Infernal Tutor. Tutor into tendrils. Ad Nauseam could beat a Daze. Huh. Could also beat Consign. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Ad Nauseam. Hey. I told ya. Alrighty. Decent flips so far. These LEDs are not there. We need LED or Wishclaw. We have no way of getting Delirium. The card type we're missing has to be a land. It's turn 1, we already made a land drop. Council being awkward. Surgical. Come on, baby. Hitting some petals. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Bauble. There's Infernal Tutor. That doesn't really help either. I wouldn't mind just hitting the tendrils. Although I would have to find Duress, like off a Brainstorm. Oh, or we can just hit LED. Now we can discard them and kill them. Sweet. Let's go Bauble, Bauble, Opal, Dark Rit, Ball Rit, Thoughtseize. Yep. They had some good stuff coming as long as they got a turn, but they did not in fact get a turn. We'll play these out. They said GG's, but sweet. Wow, that was losing game 1 against Doomsday and then pulling it off is not easy. 1-1, baby. We'll see you in round 3. Alright, here we go. Round 3. This hand is a little bit awkward, but it's well-rounded. We'll go for it. Another nice thing about Brainstorm, of course, is that you can put back Burning Wish or Tendrils. Turn 1 Karn. Cool. We'll go next. They Spirit Guide that? So this is Prison? Or Painter, I get. No, that was a city. And it's Red Prison. Besiege Use, Abrupt Decays, Haywire Might, Trim a Saga. I don't think Fatal Push is good enough. I guess, like, you could respond to a Magus with a fetch, and then I'm not doing it, though. Alright, we don't want Vexing. Veil's pretty good against the opposing Vexings. I think I can trim a Brainstorm and a Bauble. I'll probably trim some discard on the draw, but I want it on the play. I guess Veil doesn't seem as great on the play. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing. We will mulligan. Is considerably worse. Mulligan is the worst out of all of them. Maybe we're just going to drop unplayable hands, then I guess we'll go next. We'll keep this. It's on 4 cards, they're on 5. Put a Thoughtseize down, put an Opal down, and Bauble. It's not a bad 4-card hand, I will say. Land, we'll get Underground Sea. And we will Thoughtseize our opponent. So it is Painter. They have both Voidmere and Vexing. I mean, I guess I'd rather have Voidmere in play. They won't be able to cast Grindstone until they cast Painter. Same thing with Karn. Oh, what a weird card. Immediately. Any sagas? Yes. I think I have to play this super slow. I can't afford to play this saga yet. Like, what I have to do here, or what I want to do, what I'm going to do, is play saga, ram my petals into this Void Mirror. Alright, they can use colored... I'm reading this card wrong. They drew a colored source, of course. They have a lot of them. But I do think that this is the play. We go petal. We go petal. We go saga. We go hellbent. And we get saga. Or maybe it's green surveil land. Because unless we draw exactly Dark Ritual, the other saga is not actually going to make on... Well, drawing into any land, it can make one more construct. Alright, I'll get saga. Green land would be nice too. They drew Needle. Unreal. Okay. I'm hoping for a green land. Got it. I can play Saga. Next turn I get a Haywire Might, blow the thing up, and then I can make tokens. Alright. This is a weird one. Very weird one. If I were them, I think it would grind me. If you hit my Haywire Might, then I'm in trouble. Tough line to see, though. Alright, they have one card, it's unknown. Tendies. Guess that's not the worst. Go get Haywire Might. Play Catacombs. Go get Bayou. Blow up Needle. I think it's too late to be blowing up Void Mirror here. And back on the Construct train. We gotta do some serious fading, but we have a chance. They have 2 cards. Whoa. 5 mana coming in here. Oh, they're playing a Karn with red. Of course. Yikes. Chainsaw. Okie dokie. Let's make a dude. And pass. I do think that we're dead, but we'll see here. I would imagine they have a painter in the sideboard. Shrapnel Slinger. What is this? I'm going to play made sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target artifact and opponent controls. Okay. Revving the chainsaw. Abrupt Decay is not going to get there for us here. I don't know what would. Suppose Cabal Ritual could maybe do something. Whipping a grindstone with the chainsaw. This is pretty sweet. You take 4. Like, we have tendrils. We draw a couple, like a Cabal Writ and a Dark Writ, or 2 Cabal Writs. There's Cabal Writ. It's really close to lethal. Does it make more sense to copy Cabal Writ right now? 5, 8. I think so. Then even drawing a discard spell, we can kill them. Let's do it. Alright. Like any black spell, any 0 spell, any castable, they can't coding us, because then Karn will be gone. They're gonna have to plus it one more time. I mean, it still remains that they have Painter in the sideboard. They can just kill us. I think they wanted to play with their new tech. I don't blame them. Play another mountain. I hope we draw a discard spell and they have a trap in their hand, but we beat it because of the discard spell. In fact, Demonic Counsel is a great draw as well. We can go Cabal Writ, Council, discard spell. And I'll have 2 left for the other Cabal Writ. No, Trap isn't going to do anything with Void Mirror. I'm not even worried about Trap. Alright, they boot my thing with Karn. They play a 2-2. And now we don't even have to draw anything. Because now they're at 8. We did. Dark Writ. Cabal Writ. It's turn 9. Karn has been in play for 3 turns. We're about to kill them. We're gaming. Big gaming. Love to see it. This was a mulligan of 4. Now we're on the draw against this nonsense, huh? I think I still like discard. I just got so much crap to worry about. I think it's going to be helpful to be able to hit some of it. I suppose I play Needle, and I want my other Saga. I'll trim a Duress and an Opal. Sure. Don't hate this hand. That is to be expected. We can go Bayou Haywire Might. We're hoping to draw more lands. That counts. Get Bayou. Play the Might. The Mighty Might. It is certainly awkward that I have Ad Nauseam in hand right now. Dude, come on. You got it. It's so tilting. I don't think we have a way out of this. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? We lost the die roll, get turn 1 Karned. Turbo Karn Painter. They're really trying to beat Mystic Forge. Splash damage. Alright, see you all in round 4. Alright, round 4, we're on the play against 532 at. And is acceptable, we will keep. We can print one of these Infernal Tutors. I could even, like, Cabal Writ, Duress, go Hellbent with Infernal Tutor, get a second. Let's open with Duress. It's unlikely that's the best thing to do. I can still do it if I want to, as long as I'm willing to blow the pedal. Yeah, that plan is not going to beat a frog. I'm glad I didn't. Probably going to have Daze beat. I could just take Animate Dead. But I guess I'll take the Daze. Pass it over. They play Delta. They hit a land. It's not bad. Alright. Pass again. We're hoping to draw some sort of permission or protection, rather. Because then I can get LED and we can just rip. Decent chance we're just supposed to rip anyways. Brainstorm is a pretty good draw for them. But still very unlikely that they make a monster. Play out Delta. Not playing a frog. Maybe they found Entomb. That is probably the case. I mean, they petty theft the construct. That would be silly. That doesn't really help. Do I want to try to set up having Vexing? 4, 7, 8. I'm playing through days. No, I'm losing to petty theft. Not everyone sees the line, but if they do, they bounce my Chromox with Infernal Tutor on the stack. And then we're the proud new owner of... Actually, I don't even have 2 Chromox in my deck, so... So now that we've committed to another construct, they'll... Nope, still not going to petty theft. This is a really tough call. I think it's still LED. Leaves me a lot more live to drawing any of our protection. Vexing is just going to be weird for us, because we have double Infernal Tutor. Yep. They bounce. Another land. Play out a frog, or they just have Entomb? Oh, frog. They could have monster plus reanimate. Really? Those were the 2 unknowns. Alright, they didn't find any permission, though. And now we have perfect information. Wow. Now they're dead. Just like that. They found days. Do you have to beat days? They did take the days. That's a perfect draw. Dark Writ. Can I get Threshold beforehand? 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 shy. Right? You can go Infernal Tutor, hold priority, Ball Writ, and then crack your LED, discarding the tutor. Use the pedal LED, that's 3 cards, plus the 3 in our graveyard. It wouldn't be 7 for getting Threshold. But I can just go get my other Cabal Ritual. This is why I like having 2. Cast this Cabal Ritual. Days doesn't matter. Now, we can do that trick. Hold priority. Cast. Cast. And then crack LED. And now we're Threshold, and we're playing around days. Storm is 5. Go for another Infernal Tutor. And get him with the tendies. Holy mackerel. That was nice. I wonder if you're supposed to play a Past in Flames. You'd wind up wanting to play more Cabal Ritual. You're basically just playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils at that point. Which is fine. I mean, Storm is like that. You can blur the lines as much as you want. Okay, so we can probably expect Null Rod. I do like that Abrupt Decay also kills Frog. Guess I'll play a Beseech. Surgical's probably... Well... Yeah. I think we play it. Basically slowing down a bunch. Needle, I'm going to play. If it's in the opener, sometimes you can name Wasteland and it's good, but mostly it makes it so your constructs can beat Frog. Alright, we're getting grindy, so let's trim an Infernal, trim a Bauble, an Opal, a Brainstorm, maybe another Bauble. Yeah, there's a lot of sideboarding. I guess I can afford to just go to 1 Opal, and I'm just going to submit 61, that's fine. Unfortunately, unplayable hand, and is fine. What do I bottom? I think I bottom Dark Writ. We're just kind of playing a slower pace. I think I'd rather have the Wishclaw. It's close, though. Tap land. Love it. Raw Badlands. Guess I'll play that one. The Thoughtseize over Duress in case I want to take a frog. There's the Wasteland. I'm going to take Brainstorm here. We do have to hope they don't rip Entomb. I do hope that they just fire off. Okay. Outrageous, dude. Outrageous. Oh my god. Well, we do have a lot of outs. Let's duress. Take this reanimate. We do have a Beseech and 2 Abrupt Decays. And if we can get them to use this Wasteland, we of course have this Saga. And we have Shred their hand. Could also draw Needle. Make them use the Wasteland. Pass it over. Their best draw is probably Frog. Nice. Fires it off immediately. And didn't draw Frog. Sweet. Let's go. Doers. Surveil. Yes, please. Untap. Play Saga. May as well play out the Wishclaw. And blank their Thoughtseize. Surveil. To land. To the graveyard it goes. Yep. Well, I got another one. I'm not going to Thoughtseize the Archon into their graveyard. They do have one unknown, but I think it's too risky right now. You got me. Oh, they're going to Thoughtseize themselves, and they have Reanimate. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. Okay. So, Abrupt Decay, please. Another Surveil. We have a chance if we can find Abrupt Decay. I don't care about the construct. This Beseech can also get it done. Alright, we let him get in. We go to 5, they're at 15. Frog, sure. Alright. Surveil. Miss. Untap. Okay. Looks like the Thoughtseize would have been good to cast. I don't think it's right, though. Okie doke. Game 3. Sure. I think if turn 1 Saga is worth it. Probably. This could easily turn into a turn 1 off of this Brainstorm, but I don't think I'm just going for it. Let's play out a couple cards. I pretty much know I'm going to need Petal and LED. Just passing. Alright. Beseech. Okay, I'm actually just going to go for stability here. Hopefully they just like put a Frog into play. And then we can just make constructs and get Needle. They have Entomb. Immediate big stuff. That's an Archon. We do have 3 Surgicals in our deck. Land. Reanimate. Of course. Let's Brainstorm. It's not bad. I'll have Delirium as well. Maybe I should have just kept the land. Or like discarded one of the tutors. I don't need both of them. I could just discard Infernal Tutor then. Yeah, I'll just do that. Consign to Memory would be annoying. Do they have it? Looks like no. We'll get Vexing. Play a land. Fetch. Dark Writ. We're at 16. Hold priority. Go get Ad Nauseam. Cast Ad Nauseam. Yeah, this is part of the cost of putting Abrupt Decay in your deck. There's Council, which is turned on, so that's nice. Ball Writ's pretty big. Don't have a land drop. I really want to find a Dark Writ. More Council. There's a Dark Writ. Chromox. Bauble. Abrupt Decay. Say no on the repeat. Let's cast Dark Writ. Let's cast Duress. Take the Consign. Crack Vexing, and then we can play out our zeros, pick Ball Writ, Council, Tendies. Wow. That was crazy. They must have had... Or wait, we just looked. They have a Traxa in hand? I don't know why they didn't get a Traxa. Would have been way better, in my opinion. Alright, we're 2-2. Fighting for the positive record. See you in the final round. Alright, here we go. Final round. We are on the play with a fine hand. Got land, artifact, instant sorcery. So we have Demonic Tutor. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna bobble them. If I, like, literally see Wasteland, maybe I get a Swamp here. Endurance. I think I'm actually just gonna hold off. Endurance. Another Brainstorm. Foothills. I don't think this is a blue deck. It could still be, yeah. Could be some sort of Nadu. Yep. Alright, but a lot less likely. I guess Endurance is really good against Demonic Counsel, huh? Let's get Sewers. Fetch land is perfect. Raw. Cast the Brainstorm. We're gonna have 3, 4 cards, 5, 6. Oh man, this is why I hate cantrips with these decks. You could just straight up have a kill here with a Thoughtseize. I think I'm 1 card shy though. I don't want to get Collect Roofed. Also, that Endurance is going to be annoying if they have Force. Put back, land Brainstorm, or land Chrome Mox. Let's see, if I go land Brainstorm, I Thoughtseize them, they only have Endurance, they let me take it, then I can imprint, go up to 3. It's not enough for Ad Nauseam. I don't think it's enough Storm to kill them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I guess I'll keep the land. Or no, I'll keep... I don't know, man. I'm gonna hold on to the Brainstorm. We'll just Thoughtseize them here. I'm just gonna get C. In case we do get Wastelanded. I'd like to be able to cast the Brainstorm. Just take Endurance and not care about Leovold. And hope that they don't draw a Force. I'm probably just gonna play Leovold. Makes the Brainstorm feel silly, but okay. We are delirious. We draw. Veil Summer does not help. Really doesn't help. We can go Dark Writ, Demonic Counsel to get LED. Yeah, let's do that. We have the 4 card types. And now we're Threshold. Now we play LED. And now crack LED. Would Past in Flames be good here? Yeah, Past in Flames would be great here. I think this deck is supposed to have a Past in Flames. But we're going to add Nauseam. Let's not forget about the Leovold here. And we do have a land drop. Alright, it's a ton of mana. Ton of mana. Need any tutor. That'll do. That will do. Well, might as well flip some more. It's fun. Got a lot of zeros there. Holy crap. I haven't taken damage in like 14 flips. Incredible. Alright, let's go Dark Writ. Wobble. Petal. Petal. LED. Cabal Writ. Petal. Play a land. Play out some more stuff. Opal. Just go Vexing. Talisman. See if they'll give me some more information about their deck. Chord of Calling. Alright. Okie doke. I don't know if they even play Force in the main. I also don't know if they sideboard them. I would imagine they at least have them sideboard, but they might not even have enough blue cards. I don't know. I'd have to look at some lists. But this is not Nadu Breakfast. This is not like the Turbo Elves. This is not... I feel like this isn't the typical Nadu. This is like the Natural Order one. Natural Order, Chord of Calling. Not the, like, Cantrips, Force of Will, Green Sun Zenith. 4 different Nadu decks. And this is the only one that I haven't, like, fully looked at lists. But, either way, we want Abrupt Decay. I don't think Beseech is necessary. Needle's pretty good for Nomads. I feel like it's really beatable, but could buy us time. Cage is great. Push is great. Yeah, I don't know about Veil. I'm gonna trim one. Trim an IT. Trim a Brainstorm because of Leovold. And Bobble. And run it. Sure. It's possible this hand winds up being too slow, but it has potential for high power. They mulligan to 6. Getting Thought Seized. Deafening Silence. Yikes. Alright. That's not good. Play a land. Lay out my Opal. And pass. Okay. Got it. I have 3 cards. Do I Surveil or Brainstorm? I'm gonna Surveil. Feels less risky. Bottom Infernal Tutor. Bobble. I wanted to Brainstorm for a land. I think I still am. Okay. It's decent. Yeah, we're gonna play that. And not do anything else because we can't. And then I can play out Petal. And I can Dark Rit, make a construct on their turn. Then when I untap, my Opal will be on. We might still be in a lot of trouble, but we're hoping, yeah, that their hand is kinda medium on the strength of Deafening Silence. Seems to be the case. Do I want to play Bobble instead of Petal? Probably not. Or maybe I should have, because then we could surprise this Springheart, the Dark Ret. Seem to just be passing. They're kind of stuck on 2 lands. Lucky for us. It's Dark Ret. And Construct. Go to our turn. Just oops all Infernal Tutors. Holy moly. Make another one. I think I get Cage here. Then attack. Cage stops. Port of Calling, Green Sun Zenith, and Natural Order. Who's got the hate now, bitch? Couple of constructs. Nomads. Okay. You got blockers. Fine with me. Playing Wishclaw forces the double chump. Or no, it doesn't. Because Nomad is cute. Oh, they're hoping to spike. That's fine too. Fine with me. On the land. Played Nadu. We push the Nomads. They scoop. Get them out. Get out of there. Hey. Okay. Well, I was actually pretty impressed with this build. I know we 3-2'd, but round 1 we get turn 1 Karn. Lose the die roll, turn 1 Karn. And then Vexing into turn 2 Karn in game 3. So we're just, doesn't matter how you construct your deck. Not gonna beat that. But it felt really strong. I think I would play a Past in Flames. Maybe you go to 2 Opal. The problem is the Ad Nauseam is getting worse and worse. But that's okay. It's kind of how Ad Nauseam Tendrils does it. They have kind of a loose Ad Nauseam. At the same time, oftentimes Past in Flames is actually a good hit. It just gets dangerous from lower life totals. But by playing Past in Flames, you can just take deterministic lines a lot more often instead of having to Ad Nauseam every time. You can also play it in place of the Wishclaw. That could be better. I like having the Wishclaw though. You could just go to 3 Infernal Tutor. I don't think I would hate that. Play a Past in Flames. And then probably go down an Opal. Up a Cabal Ritual. I mean, maybe you just want the 1 Opal. And just go to 4 Cabal Ritual. Cabal Rit felt very good in this deck. Like, sure, we don't have Ponder. Like Ant does, but we have Bobble, Brainstorm, Double Surveil. Like, we were filling our graveyard very quickly. Yeah, I don't hate going to 1 Opal. This is basically an Ant Black Saga Storm hybrid, but I think that's kind of the way you want to play it with Council, right? Like, we were almost always able to turn it on. That just would not be the case without Brainstorm, in my opinion. But it felt good. Like, I'm very impressed. I'll have to play it some more. But Council was impressive. I want to thank Nota Bene again. Please, if you want to see your brew played on the channel, send it. I'll play it on Twitch or YouTube, whichever you want. It's worth mentioning I'm open to playing Fair Blue. I'm considering making Friday Fair Magic Friday for my stream, and I wouldn't mind doing a fair deck here and there for the channel here on YouTube as well. Just no like D&T fair green type of stuff. I don't want to create massive boards of creatures, and I'm so bad at that kind of magic. I mean, not that bad, of course, but not my strong suit. I will say that. All right, I'm gonna head out. Keep on storming, y'all. See you next time.